And that's it. This is the only future strategy that I have to use. What is going on, guys? Mr. Zink here. In today's video, I am breaking down my new favorite firm, TopOneFutures, the single trading strategy that I use to get this $1,500 payout you see here, and how I use their platform. Let's get right into it. First things first, let's take a look at the how. How did I get this $1,500 payout, and how do I expect to get another $3,000 later this week? That strategy is as simple as the Power of 50 London strategy. That's right. I've already made a video on this. I will link it right here. This is the simplest strategy that I've come across. I'm so blessed that I found it. Just stumbled upon it one night, realizing that almost every time frame, every session lines up with the 50% somehow. The initial strategy itself was just looking at London. So London, you mark out the London high. And by London, what I mean is 4 a.m. to 9:30 New York Open. I know London session's a little bit earlier than that, but I refer to this as London trading. You mark out London high and London low, and you use your gone box tool. Your gone box is what gives me this 50% drawn. Use your gone box tool, draw out the London high and the London low, wait on the 15-minute time frame for price action to break, and then retest the Power of 50. In this case, this morning, I took a long right here at 9:45. We wicked back down after breaking the Power of 50 from London, wicked back down. I took an entry, secured it for about 50 bucks. We came and wicked back down to it again. I took another entry, secured it for another 30 bucks. And then price continued a little bit. About 45 minutes later, we wicked back down to the 50 again. We had 10 minutes left on the 15-minute candle. I was confident that that was probably a false move for the first 5 minutes of the candle. I re-entered longs, got out of those for about $70 profit. Let's go ahead and do a live login to my TopOneFutures account. I am trading two accounts. That's why it says leader. And this account has also already taken a $1,500 payout. So the true value of this account is actually $28,100 minus $1,500 to the payout. I am up 229 today. Go ahead and look at our performance stats. This strategy has about a 72% win rate. The strategy itself, I bet, is a bit higher than that. Sometimes I tilt. I am still getting used to futures. I'm by no means perfect in trading futures. I am much better than I used to be. Everyone struggles with futures. I am no exception. Neither is those big names in the industry, Jade Cap, King Capital. I'm sure they had some struggles in the beginning, but now you can see where they are on their trading journey. So here is my profit, my P&L, profit factor, best day percent, total profits, yada yada. So here's the $1,500 payout right here. I took it on Saturday. It was within my account, my bank account, within 3 hours, which is pretty awesome. And then all the other stats, if you want to go and pause the video, look through these. I mostly go long. I do go short from time to time, but about 70% of the time I am going long. Going over to the chart itself, as you can see, I have the 50% drawn in here as well. I only use the 15-minute time frame. I do not defer to any other time frame, the 5-minute, the 4-hour, the daily. I only use the 15-minute time frame. I use TradingView because TradingView, I believe, is a little bit more accurate than Project X. Nothing wrong with this. I just prefer TradingView, and then I take my entry on Project X. Again, two accounts followed with each other. This one is ready to take a $1,500 payout. I need to make another $300 here, and then that will be another $1,500. And then this account just needs to make another $400, and I will take another $1,500 payout. That's how I expect to get $3,000 this week. The strategy itself, the Power of 50. That is all you do. You wait for the break, retest that 50%, and then go long or short depending on what side of the 50% you're on. The other thing that I prefer to do, and it's also known as equilibrium. I believe T-Trades has a video on that. Previous day equilibrium. Draw out previous day low to previous day high for the entire New York session. This is including the 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. open, and then the extended hours. In this case, we didn't make a high in the extended hours, but the low of the day was from the pre-market session all the way at 4:45 in the morning. Again, what happens when price breaks and then retests? And it's almost unbelievable how accurate this is. This is down to the cent, 5 cents, a cent in this case. We broke out came and retested. I just took longs at 11.30 and then took those for another $50 gain. That is going towards this $229 profit in the day. As you can see, all my trades for the day are right here. I do take quite a few. I know they're not any home run hits, but that helps with my consistency rule. That's why I have so many trades on the day. I am only taking one MNQ, but it is as simple as that. Every time that we retest the power of 50, London session, New York session, whatever it might be, I average in with one MNQ at a time as long as we don't close below on the 15-minute. That is my stop loss. If we have a close below the power of 50 on the 15-minute time frame, that is my stop loss. As long as we don't close below it, I will gladly add into the position up to about 3 MNQ, and then I will trail out or scale out of my position as we continue higher. But that's the strategy. You use the power of 50. Again, I will link the video at the end of the video, or I'll link it somewhere throughout the video. You can click on it, go watch that video, and then come back here. That is as simple as that. That's the only indicator that I use. It's not even really an indicator. It's just a drawing tool. The Gone box. Draw the tool. Go to settings on the Gone box. Activate 0, 0.5, and 1. And that's all you need. Going over to the account itself and explaining the rules on Top One. This is a lot of confusion here. The rules aren't all that complicated. Going to the dashboard, I'm going to explain what the consistency rule is, how it works with payouts, and how it works after you get a payout. First things first is the consistency rule itself is set to 20% for instant funded accounts, 25% for express eval accounts. What those eval accounts mean is that you're going to have to take an eval phase or an evaluation phase where you need to hit, let's say, $3,000 in profit without having a $2,000 loss in the account. To reward you, they give you another 5% consistency, so you could take a payout every 4 days as opposed to every 5. I prefer the instant funded just because you skip the eval phase. You get started on making your real money in your hand right away. So the consistency rule means that at 20% consistency, your best day's profit is 1/5 of what your total profit goal is before you can take a payout. Going over to my daily summary, we can see that my best profit day was 557.52. So go whip out your calculator. 557.52 times 5 gives you 2,787.6. You go over to your profit. Keep that number in mind, 2,787.6. Go over to your profit. I'm up 2,372.82. Using that 557.52 times 5, because that's our 20% consistency, we subtract 2,372.82. That gives us 414.78. That is how much money I have left to make before I can take a payout on this account. Max payout for the 25K account is $1,500. As you can see, my balance will be about $2,800. I will more than be able to take that $1,500 payout and then still have $1,300 left in the account to trade with. That is how the consistency rule works for your first payout. For your second payout, your consistency resets. So as you can see, I took a $1,500 payout on May 3rd, didn't trade on Sunday, and now took a series of trades today for $229 in profit. That is my new consistency goal. That is now my new best day. So 229.74 times 5. I need to make $1,148 total before I can take another payout from this account. However, as you can see, my profit is way more than another $1,500. $1,500, $3,000. I'm already well over $3,000. I need to make another $1,000 before I take a payout, so my account will be about $4,200. I can take another max payout, another $1,500 this Friday, if every trade I take or every winning day that I take is $229.74. If not, I'll just take the payout next Monday. So be it. But that is how the consistency rule on this firm works. Your consistency is reflected on what your best P&L day is. And simple as that. I know it's a little confusing at first, and people are like, hey, why do I want to use this as opposed to Top Step or Tradeify, or all these other firms. The reason that I like this one so much is after you get your buffer built up, my buffer is $3,200. After you get your buffer built up, that second payout is incredibly easy. And after 3 payouts, you get moved live. They joint or combine all your accounts. Excuse me. They combine all your accounts. So in this case, I have 225K instant funded. They're both sitting at about 3,000 profit. They will move me to live and put up to 10% of the entire account's value into profit. Since I am under that 10% threshold, they'll put the full $6,000 into the live funded. They will merge it. I'll have $50,000 in funded on live plus $6,000 in P&L. I'll be trading an account at $56,000, and the rules to it are the same, I believe, as the 25K. You can trade 10 minis or 1 micro. I just trade 1 MNQ at a time using the power of 50, as we previously covered, and that's that. As for the payouts and the platform itself, the platform itself, is extremely easy to use. It's very, very easy to use. I just do the buy one market, and then when I want to close the position, I click the X over here, closes it automatically for me, and then that's my profit for the day. Again, I do take a lot of trades, but my trades have a pretty low number for best trade or average winning trade. There you go. Average winning trade's $44. Average losing trade's -53. But my win rate is 71%. So it's clearly outweighing it to the winning side. Pretty good risk reward there, about 1-to-1, a little bit less than 1-to-1. And then once you get to your profit goal, so again, it's 5x, 20% is the consistency target, 5x is your profit goal. If I make $500, my profit goal is $2,500 before I get the payout. Once you get the payout, the platform updates real time, so you can take that payout anytime during the day. The platform itself updating real time is huge, as most other firms update at the end of the day or even at 6 o'clock EST, and then you have to wait for the following business day to start your payout process, and then you end up getting that money 3 to 5 days later after you finalized or submitted your payout. You need your payout approved, and then you get your payout. It's just a long process. This one, again, was 3 hours. 3 hours after I submitted my payout, I got that money within my bank account, which is, it's just crazy to think. Again, I only have 2 accounts on Top One. These are the 2 sim fundeds that I purchased, 2 25K accounts. This is my first $1,500 payout with them. I expect to get another one either tomorrow or Wednesday, and then I should have another payout by Friday, so long as I trade well for the rest of the week. Finally, going over to the strategy again and just reassuring how simple this is. The strategy is stupid simple. There's no question about it. It is 1 box that I draw on the chart. It's the power of 50. There's no complication to it. All you do is wait. That's the hardest part about the strategy, is waiting for it to go and connect with the 50% of the day. As you can see, Friday's price action, May 2nd, we had a pretty crazy ramp up. This went from all the way down at 481 up to 491 at high a day. As a $10 move on Qs in less than 1 day. Less than 24 hours. That's one trading day. $10 move up. To take a trade after this $10 move up, you have to wait for price to retrace back down to that 50%. As you can see, we did. That was where our new week opening gap was. We reacted to the 50%. Beautiful short opportunity. Excuse me. Next thing you do, you wait for price to react again at the 50%. In this case, we broke over, came back down, retested, and continued to push up. Beautiful entry on the trade there. That's how simple the power of 50 is. And the power of 50 is not rebranding it to anything. That's just saying the power of 50%. That is how good the 50% is on any time frame. Even if you want to use it on a 24-hour time frame, look for larger retracements on this. High to low, macro time frame. Hey, if I want to go long for an extended period of time, I'll wait for price to retrace back down to 445. I found that it works the best on the 15-minute time frame. 15-minute is much shorter than the hour time frame, so you don't have to wait as long, but it's 3x as long as the 5-minute time frame, so you avoid fake outs. In this case, there was 2 fake outs at this stage on the 5-minute, whereas we look at the 15-minute, there was no fake outs. We just had nice wicks to that power of 50 and then a continuation. Top One is currently running a 55% off promo with code ZINC. The other promo code is Payouts for 50%, or you can use my code for 55% off. I will drop the link to Top One in the description of the video. I will release more videos later this week on further going into the Power of 50, exactly how I use it, and then where I trade live every day. Hopefully get some more payouts to show you guys at the end of this week, but that is my full review on my trading strategy as to how I got that $1,500 payout on TopOneFutures and how I use TopOneFutures. That will do it for today's video. Hope all you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.